Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Study Economics Zone. Today, in this lecture, we will talk about how change in government expenditure affects national income. You read the word fiscal policy in newspaper, budget, and economic survey, but fiscal policy talks about government expenditure and taxes. And so, in this lecture, we will see if there is change in government expenditure and taxes, how aggregate demand curve will shift. Okay, so we will see with the help of diagram. Okay, here this is y axis and this is x axis, and here we write aggregate demand and here aggregate supply. This is aggregate demand and this is y. Draw a 45-degree line. Aggregate supply is equal to aggregate demand. Draw a curve aggregate demand. We know its components. We have studied about all these components in my last video. So we will not explain again and again. You can watch my last video for these. This is point A, and this is the level of income. Okay, if there is change in government expenditure, if government expenditure increases, then aggregate demand curve will shift outward. Parallel to aggregate demand. We will write this aggregate demand dash is equal to plus not y, कर देते हैं इसको ना, and here the point V, and this is the level of income at point V. Okay, now we have seen in my last video aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. What is this? Effective demand. Aggregate demand and aggregate supply, right? Now put the value. Aggregate supply is y 0 and the value of aggregate demand at point A. Okay, this is aggregate consumption investment plus government expenditure plus marginal propensity to consume C naught, sorry, Y0, right? And Y0 minus C naught, sorry, Y0 is equal to Y0 1 minus C naught G. Here Y is equal to 1 upon C naught plus 1 minus C naught. You have to solve this equation mathematically, okay? Now, change in government expenditure at point B. Here aggregate supply will change, aggregate supply dash and aggregate demand dash, okay? So, रेड से लिखना था y1 here at point B the level of income is y1 is equal to C bar consumption investment government expenditure plus C naught y1 and y1 minus C naught y1 is equal to C bar one minus C naught. This is equation 2. Now dividing equation 2 by equation 1. This is equation 1. Okay. This is equation 1. Now this is equation 1. What is equation 1? C naught 1 upon C naught plus 5 upon 1 minus C naught plus government expenditure 1 minus C naught. This is equation 1. And what is this? Y1 minus Y0 and cutoff, and we have government expenditure dash 1 minus C naught minus government expenditure 1 minus C naught. Okay, how is it? We can write this is the change of income level when government expenditure increases. Okay, we can write this delta y is equal to uh, 1 minus c naught, we can uh, take out 1 minus c naught common expenditure minus. Okay. Now cy 1 upon c naught, we can write this delta g, delta government expenditure. Delta shows change in government expenditure and delta y shows change in income level when government expenditure increases. Okay, this shows change in government expenditure, this shows change in income level. Okay, change in y upon change in g is equal to 1 upon c naught. Here see, this is MPC, marginal propensity to consume, and this equation shows change in government expenditure leads to change in level of income, national income. How much? 1 upon 1 minus MPC, marginal propensity to consume. This is called multiplier, government expenditure multiplier. Okay, that's it. Thank you. And now we will meet tomorrow.